All right, this is day 2 of writing my book, and right now I am at 7,223 words. So my goal is to write 5,000 words per day. So yesterday I hit my target. It was like 5,200 words yesterday, and then this morning I did 2,000 words. So now I got to take off and go to work and all this kind of stuff. So my goal is, my book right now consists of 12 chapters, and I want to make each chapter about 5,000 words. So what I use is kind of a container technique, and I don't know if anyone else is using it or calling it this or whatever. I'm pretty sure I invented this idea, but basically I wanted to make my book originally 10 chapters. But I decided 12 is kind of nice as well, because there's a few books out there that use 12 chapters, and I like that. You can divide it into parts if you wanted. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, Part 4, whatever you want. And then at the end of my book, I also have bonuses and a summary, because those are things that are outside of what I'm talking about in my chapters. So if I have something that is outside those 12 chapters, I'll just put it in a summary. If it's good enough, I will incorporate those into my chapters if it helps with my book. So I want to make sure and focus on 5,000 words roughly for each chapter. And then if you treat them like containers, you put a little bit in chapter 1, a little bit in chapter 2, a little bit in chapter 5, a little bit in chapter 10, a little bit in chapter 12, and you just keep filling those containers until you hit your goal of 5,000 words. That's it. Once you've hit your word total, so say it's 50,000 or 60,000 words, now you're at a point where your first draft is pretty close to being done. Because now what you have to do is you have to go through it with a fine-tooth comb and edit your first draft. So that'll probably take you a few days just to do that. And all you're doing is you're just skimming over your chapters and just kind of correcting little grammatical errors here and there, just basic stuff, not killing yourself on it, but you want it to get it to a point where you can actually read it. And that's what I would encourage you to do after. And this is what I'm going to be doing, is once I'm done my first draft, is just spend a little time and read the whole thing from beginning to end and not edit it. But you want to sound English, because sometimes when you're dictating, you're going to have weird sentences in there. And you're going to be like, what the heck is this sentence? So you'll take a little bit of time. I like to sometimes, if I butcher a sentence, I'll just go over it again. I don't even delete it. So sometimes I'll see 2 sentences that are very close to being the same, and then I just delete one of them. Sometimes that increases your word count, and then by the time you shave it all down, you're like, oh man, I'm not at 50,000, I'm actually at 49,000 or whatever it is. But that's fine, because you're so close to being home. So we'll talk about drafts and all this kind of stuff, and but for now, I just want to do an update. I started my book yesterday morning. I just created a little basic framework, and then yeah, so like I said, I'm at 7,223 words. So we'll see. My goal is to do an update every single day till I get to that 50,000 word count, and then we'll go to the next stage. Thanks for watching.